Okay, so today is a major day because I'm gonna do what I call the revolution. So this is before the revolution. Okay. Okay, so I have the received songs at the top, always. The warning sounds is... Okay. Next should be sad stuff and then warning sounds. Okay, this is warning sounds, which is basically some sounds that came with, I don't know. This was a used SD card, so that's why. But whatever. Next is sad stuff where I put wherever I want. All kinds of random text-to-speech stuff and some other stuff. Piano is all my piano songs. And then it's supposed to experiment the ringtones, like is where I keep all the ringtones folders. Next is supposed to be T456UCDB4, which is basically Samsung Gravity ringtones. Next is Samsung GT1080, then STHC417, SMS C130, E250, T219, T100 MIDI, T109, pre-downloaded songs, S500 MIDI, Nokia. Then I put Nokia ringtones. Then fucking useless stuff, which is basically ringtones from other stuff. Pre-dev alert tones from another Nokia phone. And then 6681 is explanatory. LDA 100 ringtones. Then power SMS system. Then Samsung D10AF key, E1200 Aura, E1125, SDHX for AD MIDI system. Wait, why does it say AD? I believe it's supposed to be 50, X for 50, I don't know. SDHB 200, SMS system, C240, Samsung Sing, SDHA 227, function, E780, function, music, pre-downloaded, LD sign ringtones, Samsung GT E1205D, SDHT 809, and that's all the folders. Not really all the folders, but all the music folders. All the folders, that's mine. Everything else, it's some other device. Now, the earlier folder was for the Samsung Drive and the I only had 3 phones at the time when I inserted the SD card. The Nokia 108 and the Samsung Drive both supported a micro SD card, but I only really used it in here since I didn't have a SIM card for the Drive. And the T219, which one didn't work, was broken, and 2 didn't have a SD card. So this is the revolution. Okay, so the main thing is to rename all the folders and change all the folders around and then change the ringtone's name. So now I'm gonna let you open. So now I'm gonna show you what happens after revolution. So let's cut. Wait, what? Okay. Hold on. Alright, so as you can see, I made such. Okay, so as you can see, this is what it looks like. Okay,
I have no idea.
I'm
terrible at this. Could you come shopping with me and pick something out? What?
Okay, I'm
never
gonna
mind.
take it off this
Nothing.
thing because it's not gonna help today. Today, tomorrow, I forgot. Wait, hold on. Okay, so as you can see, there's a folder called Jenny's Stuff. Do not touch. In here are 4 folders: Bitstock, Experimental Ringtones, My Yard, Piano, and Text-to-Speech Sound. And here is all the songs that most devices can't play.
Sorry about this, but I appreciate it. Just don't overstep.
All the stuff that some devices can't play.
I'll be on time.
Experimental Ringtones contains
This is okay, isn't it? I just go
all the
shopping with
ringtones.
her.
And here
She's helping me buy Monica's birthday
is
present.
all of the. I decided to name the by its actual name and then what I decided to name. For example, DTE1200 are emotional. And then I decided to change up the names a little bit but still keep the actual name. I didn't do this to the other ones because I'm not very sure if I will be until I get familiar with these new things. New ones.
Do you ever use that brain of yours? It would have been too easy to run into someone we know out there.
Oh, makes sense.
Come on, let's get going.
And then I didn't do anything to the LT ringtones except put in a separate folder.
Well, look who it is. Haruka Sakurai. Oh, hey you guys, how's it going?
Now, I was planning to rename some of the ringtones from Ringtone Lover to
A horse bill.
to
What's your sign,
Ringtone Lover.
That's right. I thought so.
Because I
September. Your birthday's tomorrow, isn't it?
thought it was
How'd you know
okay
that? Well,
to rename that I gave it, but I decided to do that on my phone instead because I think that it was easier.
supposed to be a surprise, you know? Oh, seriously? Forget about all that. Knowing Yamato, it's probably not going to be anything great, but you should still act surprised when you see it, okay? Please. Okay, thank you.
Now I named
We'll see you later, Haruka. Have a good day.
the ringtones that I know the name of,
Not going to be surprised that it's all your fault.
but actually wasn't named at the beginning.
Something nice for him.
As you can see, I have some spelling mistakes. Such as was elegant arrival and this
I feel really awkward.
exit. What
Hello, stop daydreaming and pick something. We don't have all day.
I did this to most of the folders.
This one looks kind of cute.
The folders that most of the ringtones I didn't know the name of, I'll name it on my phone. Okay?
More sophisticated, definitely.
As you can
wish
see,
I could be more help to you.
Well, let's go to some other stores and see what we find there.
Yeah, okay.
This caused some of the ringtones to go out of order. But as you can see, but it didn't really do much.
You're really quiet today, Asahina. Are you tired?
No, not really. So I think I'm torn between the first and fifth necklace we picked out for Honika. I could see wearing either one of them, actually. So I guess it's up to you now, isn't it? Which one do you like
As you can
better?
see.
Like better? That's a tough one. Gosh, I don't even remember what they look like, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, whichever one you liked better would be good.
Okay, that's it.
This one, as you can see,
What's it?
these were supposed to be near the bottom but were moved to the top because lava.
Give me a break.
And then, yeah.
It's just not fair. I'm not the one
So-
you're shopping for here. I'm going home. See you later.
No, don't. Please, Asahina, I'm sorry, okay?
Hey,
Wait.
you guys. Would you mind not arguing in front of my
And then-
salon? You're scaring my customers. You should buy something to make up for it. I'll give you a discount.
Hey, wait, didn't you used to work for the newspaper?
Don't be upset. Come take a look. It'll make you feel better, I promise. Okay. Sorry, I only have accessories for girls. You could buy someone a gift, though.
A gift? Hey, Asahina, can you come here for a sec? I need you to try something on for me.
No way. I mean, how is that going to help you choose?
Come on, please, I have a really good feeling about this one.
Okay, so
Fine.
all the piano songs that I made on the piano goes there. Text to speech sounds is all the text to speech sounds, obviously. And then my sitio is all the stuff that does not belong anywhere else.
On me.
It's okay, seeing it on helped me realize what I want.
Alright,
Excuse me,
so
would you mind
now
wrapping
I'm gonna
this up as a gift for me?
place it onto my phone and then
Thanks very much.
I'll update you. Okay?
I can't believe after
Alright, so I just loaded this SD into the phone, and as you can see, number one, that's way too bright for me. Sorry. Anyway, so as you can see, it does recognize the new photos and the photos. This means I can actually go to my sit yard and then it shows the pictures. Most of them. This one is photo 1, and then is Sam Doverman Force picture, I believe, I don't know. And then this is the AT&T shop, and these are the only ones that do not show up. The rest do show up. I cleared up. Let's see if it recognizes the new format. It's gonna take a while. And yes, it does. Surprisingly. And yes, it does. Alright, so as you can see, the new format is there. And as you can see, everything is fine. I realized that I completely forgot about I realized I just completely forgot about the Samsung S, but surprisingly it shows it in the. But what's also surprising is that it shows it. Some of them are shown in the same order as some of them are shown in their places, while the ones that at the beginning changed places. So that's this really nice. As you can see, this was after C417, and as you can see, it's there. So yeah, so that was because I kept the beginning of the name the same, which probably means that Nokia was smart enough to implement that. Well, I don't know. But there was also photos that was created and blah blah blah, and it just all worked. Sadly, okay, the Texas Beat Sounds piano in my sit yard is at the bottom of, and of course Bitstuck is nowhere to be shown because it's gone, as well as because Nokia doesn't recognize it, as well as Samsung C100. So I'm gonna listen to some ringtones here and make sure that it recognizes it, and then I'm gonna catch up and then pop the SD back into my phone and make the rest of and complete the ringtone quest. So I'll update you guys in like, I don't know how long. Were able to be played fine, except for the ringtones that couldn't be played, and that was because of other reasons, not because that they weren't placed somewhere where Nokia couldn't find it. All the ringtones played fine. I'm gonna go through them. I didn't go through them thoroughly because that would take an hour. That would take an hour just to go through them and make sure that I didn't mess up anywhere. However, in any ringtones video, if I messed up anywhere, then please let me know. Because then I'll fix it and re-upload the video. I will delete all videos of the Nokia if the ringtone wasn't named in any way. So as you can see, it works. The only problem I had was number one, Nokia decided to displace all the ringtones that were renamed, especially the system sounds. So that's, and number two, my favorite songs no longer work because Operation failed. Because all the ringtones were placed, all of the folders were most of the folders were named, and the folders were placed into different folders. So yeah, I'm gonna have to clear that. Okay, so I'm gonna do the last part of this ringtone quest, and then I'll do something about my favorite songs. Oh, it seems like that. Oh, wow. I guess I can put whatever I want now. So, okay, so this revolution will not be done again. Okay? Obviously, for the ringtones, because, well, now they have names, I'll only do it if I know the name of the ringtone. I'll only rename the ringtones again because their names were actually wrong, and either the names are wrong, which I doubt that happened because I'm pretty smart, or two, I know the name of the ringtones now. So yeah. And also, I'm not gonna rename my folder again, ever again, because I think the new system will work. And it's obvious that I'm not gonna go back to the old system because that was terrible. This barely passed. Just barely usable. So, yeah, I'm gonna catch up on you guys once I'm done renaming the rest of the ringtones. So, yeah. Alright, so I've just completed. Okay, so all the ringtones work. I haven't added the favorite songs yet, but I'm gonna do that later. Most of the ringtones will play, except for a few that does not play because that this Nokia has a limited sound font and the sound font it's not compatible with the ringtone, what the ringtone asks for. This is and I love the new names, but better than this ringtone blah blah blah. Happy-go-lucky is not supported? How dare you! I decided to name this one Microsoft Animate because I didn't know what to name it. Most of the pictures works. I'll tell you that. Except for a few that simply does not show up, and a few that because they're not in the format that this Nokia supports, and a few this simply can't be displayed. So yeah. I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna update you guys one final time once I put in my favorite song. So I plan on putting in 1 to 3 songs each per folder. So yeah.